Alright, Shalom Akims. It's your brother Barak. Come back here. Another one. Today's brand Ravi Bashim Yoshai. First and foremost, I do want praise and glory to the Father and the Son, Yahawah Bashim Yoshai. Number one sons and apostles and great millstone, who will rule well in time in his truth. This is a salutation unto the brethren pushing his word through truth and sincerity in life and to do so. Alright? Brother Barak, come back. Salakia. Another brother Barak. Come back here. Another one. Through the Spirit, Pavel Bashim Yoshai. And today, through the Spirit, Pavel Bashim Yoshai, I want to go on this topic about, basically police states, man, and what Donald Trump was talking about with him going in with, I forgot what it was called, man. Basically militarizing a lot of these states, which is what it's going to result to. But basically, he's going in there and what he's calling clean up, I was watching a video, like a little quick one. Slack it. Give me one moment. Slack it for that. And basically what he was going into, he was talking about how he's going to clean up a lot of these things, man. He started with ICE, alright, the Northern Kingdom. Started with the Northern Kingdom, deportations, etc. And going around, literally just going around, checking jobs, checking restaurants, checking hotspots, a lot of that. And even going into the World Cup that's coming up very soon. They said they might have to host a lot of those games in Canada. All right. Reason being is that ICE would be waiting at, you know how Northern Kingdom is with their soccer, the so-called Latino Native Americans, with their soccer men, Slovakia. All right. How they are with their soccer men. And, that just goes to show that Esau is lurking, man. All right. And shortly after, when we said, you can go back and look, a lot of the brothers were making videos on Northern Kingdom, and they were getting deported. And basically, what happened was after we literally said that the Southern Kingdom was next, you so-called Negroes, you so-called Negroes, West Indian and Haitians, okay, all the tribes is gonna get hit, man. Okay, we're definitely in the times of Jacob's trouble. All right. We are most definitely in the times of Jacob's trouble, and Jake is going to be in the worst time that they've ever been in any part of history, man. Okay, that's coming. All right, these police states and all that. Okay, but yeah, man, I'm gonna read these. Okay, and I'm gonna bring more details with the police states and all that. All right, so it says, give me a moment. This is America turning into a police state or getting safer. The new reality of America. Okay. You can see it says ICE to purchase AI technology that scans people's eyes from several feet away. All right. Nothing new, man. You guys can go and look at, Chinese media outlets going into this, man. Okay. Chinese media outlets are going into how China operates in facial recognition and has upped the surveillance significantly within the last couple of years. Also, the same thing be with the UK. This is nothing new, man. It's a facial recognition system. Okay. Right. It says, let's jump down. Sure. I didn't even think there was no words for the article. But yeah, man, going into also, let's see if I can play this video right here. So lock you.
Alright, is Donald Trump cleaning up the streets of America, or are we seeing the initial beginning of a full-fledged police state that has now come to America? Well, we're gonna cover both angles And we're going to bring it.
All right. And with that being said, you guys can literally go Google right now. You know, just playing YouTube videos, Instagram videos, etc. Going in on this. But basically, Donald Trump literally recently announced that he was going to go into the main parts, okay? Okay, main parts being what? Washington, D.C., which is a hotspot for Jake. He said and called the mayor of Chicago incompetent, okay? He'll be going into Washington, D.C., Chicago, all these states where Jake is heavily populated, Southern Kingdom now, okay? Because they already been running through you Northern Kingdom, man. They already been running through you so-called Negroes, like so-called Latinos, man. Okay, and now it's your so-called Negroes. It's your turn now. Okay, and we call this out. Okay, we called this out from a long time ago, man. Okay, Salakia for all the coughing. So trying to get this edification out. All right. This is Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 7. Okay, this is nothing more than Jacob's trouble that's coming, man. Okay, they also talked about militarizing your local police departments as well. So on top of having the task force out there, you're gonna have agents, you're gonna have the regular police, and you're gonna have the military on the streets, man. Okay, what Donald Trump is basically doing is reinforcing the streets, and he also said he was gonna clean up homelessness, man. Okay, and where is this man starting? This man's not starting in those suburbs. Okay, he's not starting in no these other communities. He's not studying in none of those places. He's not starting in no places nice. He's going to all these hotspots with Jake. Okay, Washington D.C., Chicago, Florida. I believe he already did L.A. That was the first one he did. He went over there to L.A. and he cleaned up. What is it called? He cleaned up the Northern Kingdom first, and then he went to Jake, this Southern Kingdom. Okay, so you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans, you're both catching hell, man. Okay, whether you're being deported, whether your hood's being ran into, Slovakia, you're all gonna catch hell. Okay, we're in those times, man. We're in Jacob's trouble. Jeremiah chapter 30 verse 7 says, "Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it." He is referring to the elect, man. Okay, because you're 2/3. Okay, this is why Esau is the way he is, man. It's because he's 2/3. Okay, over here, killing, robbing, toting, showing off, being what they call ghetto and ratchet. They even have a term called black fatigue now. Alright, all this shit, man. Alright, which is all manufactured anyways, but it's all through the will of the Lord, man. Okay, alright. So that time of Jacob's trouble is fastly at hand, man, and it's gonna keep getting worse. Even after all this is done, it's going to continue to escalate into something else, man. All right, and Jake really thinks that they're safe from a lot of the things that's coming, man. All right, so we play a little bit more of his video. Okay.
Out today in today's podcast. So let's go. This looks like it's not going to just stop there.
So you can see right there. That's exactly what I was referring to. I would have used the Instagram video, but I thought this was more a better platform today to use. Okay, for this video. All right. So as you can see there, man. All right. It says Trump floats deploying National Guard to New York, Chicago, LA, DC crackdown. Okay. And they hit LA first, just like I just told you guys. Okay, and they just got over to Washington DC. So you're gonna have the National Guard. You're gonna have the military. Okay, you probably have sleeper agents that are like in normal cars driving around. Yeah, yo, over here looks a little hot. You guys should pull up over here. Okay, and one of the things that I mainly noticed is that Esau's rolling up in the nighttime. You know, Jake loves the nightlife, so Esau's rolling up in the nighttime, man. All right. All this shit is plotted. It's been plotted for months. Donald Trump's been saying he was going to do this. Even in his last term, he spoke about things like this. He wanted to get rid of homelessness. He said he claims that he wants to clean up the streets of America, make it look better, whatever the hell, man. All right? We already know what that means, man. We know what privately that means, all right? Proverbs chapter 1, verse 28. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. Okay? And this is talking about the times now. Okay? Because Jake, you're going to be defiant unto the end. So we talked about, what is that? That rebellious spirit, that Jezebel-like spirit. Defiant unto the end. Okay? All this will still go down, and Jake will still not, seek to turn to Yahawashi, man. Okay? And this is why the 2/3 of the 2/3 and the elect is the elect. You cannot change who a 2/3 is, man. Okay? Now, do we know who the 2/3 are? No. But there are signs of who the 2/3 are, man. Okay? Verse 29. For that they hated knowledge, which is what we're telling you right now. We've been warning you guys for years, when the elders and apostles aren't down, what was going to come, what America was going to turn into, what the future looked like. Okay? Everything we've been reading out the Bible has literally been prophecy. Okay? We're literally saying it before it happens. Okay? Everything we preached about and said, from the sit-downs to us going outside and teaching, has literally boiled down to these last few moments. And did not choose the fear of the Lord. Right? You didn't choose the fear of the Lord. Okay? You chose to live in vain. Okay? To live as a niggard. Okay? Alright? And that's why a lot of the time I don't even blame these damn Edomites, because you, Jake, are in a state of havoc, man. And you're not even trying to even be better. Okay? Jake just lives their life as a wild-ass animal, man. Okay? So you can clearly see, man, this is the product of what is going on. Verse 30. They would none of my counsel. They despise all my reproof, which is correction. The Lord is trying to correct us, correct our wicked ways, which Jake will not accept. Verse 31. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way. So the fruit of your own way means what you sow is what you reap. So if you're out here wicked, a lot of these Jakes, you're just wicked, man. You're gangbanging, you're doing drugs. You literally live a life of meaningless. Literally, your life is meaningless. Legit. You're not a productive member of society. Okay? You smoke and drink all day. You don't have no job. You're literally just taking up air, man. All right? And that's, again, I don't blame a lot of these Edomites. A lot of you Jakes are just, you're literally useless. You don't do nothing. You don't stand for nothing. You're not knowledgeable. You're not productive in any facet of this world, in any facet of society. You're literally just there. You just exist. Verse 31. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way. So, of your actions, you're going to reap, basically, your reward. And we've went into this many times. There's good rewards and bad rewards, man. Whether you're wicked or righteous will be your outcome, okay? Of their own way. And be filled with their own devices, okay? Which is what? Again, your own iniquities, okay? So again, this is the product of what has been going on for hundreds of years, man. Jake getting worse and worse. JP going, turning into a worse and worse state, man, okay?
Deploy National Guard to New York, Chicago, and Los Angeles after the D.C. crackdown. President Donald Trump said his administration is going to look at deploying the U.S. military to other American cities, again, including Chicago, New York, and L.A. This was at a press conference where he announced that he was taking federal control of the police department in Washington, D.C., and deploying 800 National Guard troops to crack down on crime. Speaking from the White House briefing room in an extended rambling press conference, while flanked by members of his cabinet, Trump declared the move Liberation Day in D.C. again, and he said he was seeking to, quote, rescue our nation's capital from crime, bloodshed, bedlam, and squalor, and worse. Trump then revealed that he's considering a similar move in other cities, including New York, which has in recent years seen violent crime reach lows not seen
You can see,
in decades.
and when you guys actually go into the statistics of the crime rate, It's literally all high as fuck, man. LA, murder. All these states are murder capitals, man. All of them. Okay, Chicago, LA, New York, all of them. Murder capitals, and it's a hotspot for Jake. It just makes sense he's gonna roll up in there, man. Okay? It just makes sense, man. Alright? Alright? This is Leviticus chapter 26 and verse 38. And ye shall perish, you shall perish among the heathen, which is nothing new. In every captivity, we've perished among the heathen. Okay? You guys can literally, prime example, you can go back and read what happened in Egypt. When Pharaoh literally wanted to kill the firstborn of every male because he was trying to get to Yahawashi. Okay? And not only that, he was killing all the males that were born, okay, out of the Israelites, and was keeping the womanized, obviously, you know. I don't need to go any further detail, alright? But yeah, man, okay? So you guys know what's popping, man, alright? This is nothing new. And the land of your enemy shall eat you up, okay? So we are being consumed by our enemies, and this is literally what it is. This is what being consumed is. Being destroyed. Whether it's physically, on a psyop level behind the scenes, and they're over there making plans and shit. From all facets, the Lord will destroy us using our enemies, man. And He stated this countless times. Alright? So, Lord willing, you guys are edified through the Spirit, probably about Yahawashi. I'm going to give them on to all those apostles. Your meal, someone will tell me the truth and a sincere citation. Until next time, I'm going to say Shalom.